Hi, welcome to another Pimp Me Shoot series. Continuing with the theme of bringing my Skorpion into the new millennia, I last left off putting a Magpul pistol grip and vertical grip on my VZ-61. And previous to that, I showed you how to make a stock adapter and install a wood stock. Today, I'm going to go further by putting an optic mount on the adapter, changing the charging handle to a one-finger cocking handle, adding a fake suppressor, and redoing the vertical grip mount. I'm gonna go full tactical. Now it seems that the factory has done this before. Back in the 80s, it was a limited production for their special forces. See the attached picture. However, in my humble opinion, I think they missed the mark. It looked kind of bulky and awkward to handle. So I'm going to do my version and compare to theirs. So let's begin. Okay, I'm back. This is my version of the VZ-68 Tactical. You will note, for better weight distribution, I've moved the red dot from the front to the back. For better handling, I've moved the forward vertical grip an inch forward. Also, ease of cocking, I've switched this into a one-finger cocking handle instead of the two fingers that's required for theirs. This is easy to turn on the flashlight with my thumb. Turn it off, and to turn on the laser I can just flick the switch on the vertical grip, and my red dot is set up as a 1/3 lower co-witness. So what I'm going to do next is remove all the accessories and go step by step what I did to do my version. This is what my Skorpion Tactical looks like without all the accessories on it. I have unscrewed the butt plate just to save time. Now, if you remember the last time I unscrewed the butt plate, I was not happy with the way I made the bracket. This time I corrected it. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, last time, every time I unscrewed the buttstock, I had to remove this bracket because I used a carriage bolt. This time I centered this bracket high enough that I didn't have to. Now all I have to do is unscrew this bolt, which will allow me to use this as a pistol with the bracket in place. This is the stock adapter I made. This time I mounted a rail to it. What I did is I soldered two 3mm plates to the top of the adapter, and then I mounted a small rail and I tapped it into the copper plate. Pretty simple to do. This is what I meant when I said the factory missed their mark. What they should have done initially, instead of redesigning a mount that went over this round part and then it latches itself to the front sight, which is still pretty unstable if you ask me. They should have just went with a stock adapter like I did, made it out of aluminum, put a rail to it, and reuse the existing wood they already designed for the VZ58 instead of redesigning a new mount, redesigning a new stock, and everything seems front heavy to me. Okay, next thing I did, which I think they definitely missed their mark, is they went from this is a standard cocking handle. It's made out of aluminum. It's pretty small. You're required to use 2 fingers. Now, theirs is slightly bigger than this, but still requires 2 fingers. I switched to 1 finger cocking handle. Now, I had to modify this airsoft cocking handle for a VZ-61. You can buy one if you live in the States already made for you, okay, but unfortunately that company won't ship to Canada, so I had to make my own. And here I'll show you what I mean by this is an airsoft piece, and I had to modify because the airsoft is the piece that goes inside the bolt is slightly bigger. It came in this package, okay, and you probably can't see it, but it's slightly bigger. The airsoft piece that goes into the bolt is slightly bigger than the real VZ-61, so I had to hand file this to make it fit. Okay, next thing is the factory had the vertical grip about an inch towards the middle, which is I thought was a little bit too close, and that's the way I had it originally. I had it about the same distance as they did, but for better control of the gun, I thought it would be better if I moved it an inch forward, which required me to get a different barrel clamp. This barrel clamp is a tri-rail barrel clamp. Originally it came with a leveler, a bubble on top like this, which I had to cut off, but it's mounted the same way as this. Okay, you put the shims. I use 4 pieces of shims, and it's very secure. And actually this tri-rail barrel clamp is even better. This had 4 screws. This one had 6 screws. And I also got a new vertical grip, not a Magpul though. And it moved the grip 1 inch forward, which really feels much more comfortable. Now, I'm not going to talk much about this fake suppressor, but the original suppressor made by the factory is a slide onto the barrel and tighten type. They did make that, and this is the way I made it too. You screw this on, tighten it. Now, I'm not going to talk much about it because this is made out of copper, and so I'm not going to be shooting this with this on. It's just for looks. It's just a fake suppressor. In Canada, you're not allowed to buy or make suppressors. Okay. In the States, there is a company that do make slide-on, tighten suppressor. Apparently they cost more than the whole rifle, but there is a company that do make them. So if you want to go that far, go ahead, but for me, I would be shooting it without it. So I'm not going to talk much about it. I'm just going to show you what it looks like without the suppressor, and I'll be testing it this way, of course, with the stock. Okay, so this is how you do my version of the Skorpion VZ-61 Tactical. Thank you for joining me, and please subscribe.